Hey Internet, my name is Abby and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program on Wings. We are still in an orbit around Moho, because in the last episode we left the surface of this planet, and here we are now orbiting around, and as you can see here on the nav ball I have set up a maneuver node. And yeah, this maneuver node will bring us hopefully back to Kerbin. At first I need to shut down again this outer engine, or this engine of my lander, because I do not need it anymore. And yeah, so we are still in orbit around Moho, and we are back in the sun side, because unfortunately we had to do our burn to, or our lift off, in the dark side of Moho, because we were currently in the nighttime as the return window arrived, and I decided, okay, for the next landing missions on a different celestial body I should do my lift off during the daytime, so that it's a little bit more beautiful. But yeah, we still managed to leave it. And yeah, there is my maneuver node coming up in 17 minutes, and it's a quite significant burn of about 3000 meters per second of delta V, but this is a direct approach, because when we finish we can end here at Kerbin, and you can see I needed to raise my sun apoapsis a little bit higher than the orbit of Kerbin, and this means just, okay, I did a little bit too much of a time warp. I overshot a little bit, so I missed the right opportunity to have a great and good home and transfer back to Kerbin. In this case here I needed to extend a little bit my trajectory, and so I will arrive back home in Kerbin in 50 days. But here we still have the opportunity to fly back home, and this is the most important thing. And in this case here, Kerbin is used to problems, because as he arrived here at Moho he had already the first issue that he was running out of fuel during the braking maneuver, and he needed to wait for the for a supply mission, and with the supplies now he is able to return back home and to deliver the useful science, because he has currently stored 7 data inside his capsule, together with and one of the data is also some rocks off the surface of Moho. So yeah, we finished our Moho exploration, and now it's time to do a short time warp. Unfortunately I can only do a 10 times time warp, because I'm too close to Moho to speed up even more. And yeah, then we will start doing our burn, and Moho will be hopefully, not Moho, Robo will be hopefully able to return back home and deliver his insights, and then we managed to complete the next celestial body, and we completed to explore the Moho planet. And yeah, I'm a little bit excited. I think, I should remember this, because I said my ELO mission is pretty low on fuel, and I need to send up a supply mission to ELO so that they can also return back home, and I should pay attention to the launch window up to ELO, that I'm not missing a launch window up to ELO during the process of doing all the other burns, because I introduced you to this in the last episode, that I have to do so many different burns in order to adjust the trajectories of all the different missions. And yeah, I should pay in this time also attention to the position of ELO, so that I am able to launch maybe some kind of different supply mission up there, and yeah, bring them some fuel so that they can successfully return, so that we can finish the exploration of all the different planets in the Kerbal system. And now we are 3 minutes out of the maneuver node. This means we can do the burn, in this case full throttle. Here we go, and you can see this is an 8-minute burn, so this is quite long, and I hope the fuel inside our orange fuel tank is enough to do so. Luckily we can do a direct flight, or a direct burn up to Kerbin, so we do not need to do a correction burn, or a significant correction burn, during our flight time up to Kerbin, and this will hopefully help us to finish everything. And if we then need to do a correction burn, we hopefully can do this with a tiny amount of RCS left in our spacecraft, so that we can then adjust a little bit our trajectory and safely return back home to Kerbin. Okay, we have still 7 minutes to go, so this is quite a while. I will be a little bit silent, and I will bring you back in when we finish the burn. Okay, we are almost finished with the burn, and we have already reached a nice distance to Moho during our burn. So yeah, we are definitely leaving Moho. It was nice to visit the small planet, and yeah, it was quite interesting to land there, because well, it's basically just a little bit a bigger moon compared to other planets and other objects, but it was quite interesting. And yeah, it was a new planet, it was a new challenge, and this is all about. I'm pretty happy about doing all this explorative stuff and doing all the explorations, and yeah, this is pretty amazing. And now we do have our Kerbin encounter in 50 days and 10 hours. Of course, we need to do later on a small correction burn so that we are coming through the atmosphere of Kerbin to do our aero capture and our yeah, so that we are returning, and yeah, this is our main goal. But yeah, we managed it. We are now on our return flight back home, and yeah, the supplies we delivered here were enough. We have a tiny amount of fuel left in our orange fuel tank, but well, the nuclear rocket engines are quite efficient, so in this case, yeah, it was doable to leave Moho. And is here anything we haven't done? No, we can't do a seismic scan. Log gravity data. Well, 14.5 science. Not so much science, but well, let's keep it. Just let's keep it. And temperature, I think log temperature can't be done out here. Okay, and a crew report. I think we have also finished this. Crew report. Yeah, we have finished this reset experiment. Okay, I think we also have done already the EVA, haven't we? You can grab the Gravioli data and EVA report. Yeah, we have also done this. So, okay, let's store your data. Very good. Good job, Robo. And yeah, Robo is now leaving, and we are leaving quite fast. Moho, and how long does it take until we have left the sphere of influence? Oh, only 40 minutes. Only 40 minutes until we have left the sphere of influence of Moho. In this case, can I add? Yeah, I can add our maneuver nodes. So yeah, let's see. Let's follow how Moho is getting smaller as we are leaving its sphere of influence. And before we change our sphere of influence to the sun, we will just stop the time warp so that the effect of the floating point error isn't so big. And yeah, Robo Kerbin has finished his job. He is now on his way back home. Let me now slow down. And yeah, the change should be imminent, should be happening quite soon. And then we will see where we are. Then we can probably set up our maneuver node for our approach at Kerbin later on. I think it will be only 10 days or so before we arrive there. But yeah, and the sun is still quite big. Okay, now we are in an orbit around the sun. And let me zoom out a bit. We still do have our encounter, and maybe around here or so in 38 days we will do our correction burn. In this case, let me focus view the view on Kerbin. And then, where's my node? We need to change just a bit. This way. Okay, you see, it's just to play a little bit around with the nodes. What do I need? We are getting closer, and oh, this was too much. Yeah, we are getting quite close with our goal. And okay, there we would have a collision with Kerbin. This is quite okay, but what do we have here? Current pre-ops is 156. Yeah, this might be good. We can adjust this later on during our burn so that we are coming a little bit closer. But yeah, we have set up our maneuver node in 38 days. And yeah, this is pretty cool. We are now on our way back home. And I do not know. I need to check which spacecraft has its next burn coming up. So yeah, I will bring you back in once I've done the time warp and when we are ready to do the next burn. Okay, Surprisingly, welcome back to the launch pad, because I assumed at first we will have a correction burn of some of our ongoing missions, but no, we do have as a next idea, or as a next thing, the launch for the Dres expedition, so that we can land on the surface of Dres. And in this case we have to do at first the launch of our interplanetary stage, and I will do this in 3, 2, 1, and lift off. Okay, here we go. Here we are launching up to space again. And here, this is again our usual interplanetary section, and later on I will use the lander used for the landing on Moho, and also being used for the landing on the Julian moons like Wall and Pole and Bob. So yeah, it will be the basic lander design. It will be basically the same configuration as our Moho Expedition, but this time we are flying up to Dres. And yeah, this was really a surprise for me that the launch window for Dres was earlier than all the other correction burns coming up, because here, as I have demonstrated you, we have a lot of correction burns, and I think it will take some time until we arrive at Eve, although I'm really looking forward to arrive at Eve. But yeah, due to the fact that there are so many correction burns and so many things are going on, I think this will really take some time until we are ready to arrive at Eve finally, and that we can finally do also our Eve landing. And yeah, now it's a usual launch procedure. We will at first launch this interplanetary stage up into space. Then we will launch the lander with one of the Kerbinauts. I think it will be one of the Apollo crew, because, well, we haven't returned any of the famous crew members. So yeah, we need to fall back to some of the fresh members of our space program, and in this case I think it will be one of the Apollo crew. At least they have learned, or they have gained a little bit of experience, so I think we will see one of these Kerbinauts being launched in the lander in the upcoming launch, after we have deployed the thing up into space. And here, in this case, I will continue doing the burn and the orbit insertion, and then I will bring you back, and yeah, then we can switch back to the launch pad or something like this. So yeah, enjoy the ride! Okay, while I have now set up the maneuver node to change a little bit our trajectory or our orbit, so that we do have an equatorial orbit around Kerbin, yeah, this then, after we have launched our lander and after we have departed up to Dres, this will be hopefully the final, or one of the last missions we will launch as an interplanetary mission, before we manage to investigate and to visit all the different celestial bodies of Kerbal Space Program, because here, the only mission then that will be needed to launch will be the how's it called, for ELU, the supply mission for ELU, because yeah, the ELU mission is currently running low on fuel, and they will need a mission to pick up them and to return them safely back home to Kerbin. So we need to wait for a launch window up to ELU, and as soon as we do have a launch window and a launch opportunity up to ELU, we will deploy or we will launch another interplanetary mission and send up some fuel up to ELU, so that they can return safely back home. And yeah, then we will hopefully have finished to visit every single celestial body of the Kerbal Space Program and of the Kerbal, no, how is it called? Of the Kerbal system. And yeah, in this case, I'm really looking forward to this, and then we can start thinking about different things. But yeah, this will be one of the final launches to finish our complete exploration of the Kerbal system, and this is pretty cool. And yeah, right now it's about to separate again from from our interplanetary stage, we have now deployed the thing, and now our next goal is to deorbit our upper stage, and then we can head back to the launch pad and prepare our lander so that we can launch our lander and rendezvous it and dock it to the interplanetary stage so that we can send it up into space, or not into space, but onto its trajectory up to Dres, to its interplanetary mission, so that we can also land on the surface of Dres and bring back some valuable signs and rock symbols and so on from the surface of Dres. Okay, let's enjoy the sunrise. This is always beautiful. Wow, like this. Okay, and now let's head back to the launch pad, and then we launch our Kerbonaut. Okay. It's Kerbin who will be the Kerbonaut who will land on the surface of Dres for the very first time. And we are now well aligned with our arriving interplanetary section, so we can throttle up and we can start and launch in 3, 2, 1, and lift off. Okay, here we go. MacLeod is on his second mission after he was participating in the Apollo 11 celebration. He is now aiming for an interplanetary mission, so he has also achieved a great accomplishment in his career. And we do have currently a nice evening launch, because you can see the very long shadows of the tower and all the other buildings, like the very long shadow of the VIB. This is very beautiful, as we are leaving the launch pad of the Kerbal Space Center. And MacLeod is a little bit scared, because, well, I think he's a little bit excited about his mission, that he is now going onto an interplanetary mission, and he's not as brave as Kerbin, who was going directly on his very first mission onto an interplanetary mission up to Moho. But Kerbin is also a very, very good Kerbonaut, and he is now aiming for Dres, or at least right now he is aiming for an orbit around Kerbin, and he will rendezvous with the interplanetary stage, so that he can then start his journey up to Dres, and hopefully he will be able to land there and to bring back some valuable data, which would be really, really amazing. Okay, now we are on a good way. We have our 200 meters per second as we are reaching the 10 kilometer mark. Now we can do our gravity turn and start also accelerating in a lateral way. And this is very good, this is very nice. And because this is again the usual capsule and the usual lander, you are pretty used to it, and in this case I can speed the things up, and we meet us again when we are about to dock to our interplanetary stage. Okay, although we are in the complete darkness and in the shadow of Kerbin, we are now only a few meters away from our docking port of our interplanetary stage. In this case, Kerbin is really happy, and he has almost finished all his rendezvous and docking procedure he needed to do in order to prepare everything to leave for Dres, and now it's for him to just finish the job and dock to the interplanetary stage, and then he will be launching up to Dres. Or better, at first, we need to set up our maneuver node before we can leave Kerbin and launch up for Dres. Okay, and yeah, we have contact and we are docked. This is very good, very good. Now enable SAS again, and now we can... Let me see, yeah, this is the right thing. We can detach our upper stage, and we can now deorbit our upper stage. So let me do this. Let me turn the thing towards the retrograde marker so that we can slow down and have our descent back to Kerbin. And let's throttle up. And it's gone. Okay, very good. Can we switch back? Yeah, we were still able to switch back. Okay, so 15 minutes into the mission and we are ready to go. In this case, the next step is now to set up a maneuver node and to search for Dres in the orbital map so that we can prepare our launch, and then I will bring you back in once I finish the maneuver node preparation and once I finish the burn preparation, and then we can do the burn up to Dres. In this case here, let me do this. Okay. I finished the preparations. I set up a maneuver, or better, I set up two maneuvers. One maneuver will be the initial burn, bringing us out to a good trajectory, and the second one, coming up in about 1 week, will then make sure that we do have an encounter with Dres, coming up in 134 days, and hopefully the burn won't be messed up, because, I don't know, because over the lengthy burn the maneuver node shifts around, or because I have to do such a long burn and then anything starts to change or anything like this. So I hope everything will work out well so that I can set up my second maneuver node once I'm finished with the first burn again, because I assume there will be a shift anyways in my trajectory after I finish the first burn, and in this case I hope that the shift isn't too strong and I'm still able to set up my second maneuver node as planned. In this case here we need to find it out, and so at first we need to arrive at our maneuver node, and I think this is a quite lengthy burn that, well, I think I should start maybe 5 minutes before the maneuver node. So let me continue with our fast forward, and then we can finally leave for Dres, for the final planet. We have no mission sent up to, or well, we have sent up a mission, but this is not a landing mission. So this is now our mission going up to Dres to land there. And before I start the burn, I should disable the fuel tanks so that I'm not using the fuel out of the lander fuel tanks. And yeah, like this. And why have you just said no target? I want to have Dres as my target. Where is Dres? This is strange. Why can't I set up a maneuver for Dres? But okay, anyways. Oh, 5 minutes. I should start doing my burn. And okay, here we go. 11 minutes. Yeah, this was a good decision to do the burn 5 minutes before the maneuver node. So yeah, 11 minutes. This will take now some time. And yeah, I think I will continue my burn and I will bring you back in once I finish the burn, and yeah, then we can see if everything has worked well or if I need to do some other corrections, because the maneuver node has changed to some degree, or my trajectory has changed to some degree, and yeah, we will see, so we meet us again in 11 minutes. Okay, we are only about 1 minute out of the end of the burn, of the initial burn, and hopefully everything has worked as planned, because I'm not quite sure. I've noticed during my burn that at some point when we are zooming in, the maneuver node is completely off from where my trajectory then was, because, well, during the first part of the burn I had a small trajectory change, and then the maneuver node was completely at a different spot than my actual trajectory was. And in this case I'm now not completely sure if when I'm now finishing this burn, if I'm then coming out at the right spot, or if this is just ending in some kind of disaster or something like this. So we will see, I like now to finish the burn. Well, at least the orange, our actual trajectory, seems to look like almost similar to the dotted one, with here. I hope that this will work out well, and when I'm then adding the second maneuver node, we are arriving where we want to arrive, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure after this change of the maneuver node. And here, I keep my fingers crossed for Enfrod, that Enfrod is now on his trajectory and on his way up to Dres. Well, after the second burn, after the correction burn, and here, now we are only 13 seconds out of the end of this burn, of this first initial burn, and then we will see. Unfortunately, I can't really test it out after I finish the burn, because at first I need to do the sphere of influence change, otherwise, due to the floating point thingy, there might be an issue, and then the maneuver node is completely off again, and in this case I need to wait for the... Okay, let's cut here the engine, and yeah, the next burn is still set up, but unfortunately I'm not quite sure. The thing is going... Or is it using this trajectory? I'm not quite sure. Let me kill this trajectory. At first, as I said, we need to leave Kerbin's sphere of influence. In this case, it's coming up in 9 hours. Can we set a maneuver node up there? This would be really helpful. Yeah, we can. We are able to do so. In this case, let us speed up a little bit in time, so that we are leaving Kerbin. Goodbye, Kerbin. Enfrod, wave your Kerbal Space Center a last goodbye, because you are now on a interplanetary mission, and you will now be out in space for quite a while. But yeah, we will see. Right now, Kerbin is getting smaller and smaller. There's a moon. Can we see somewhere Minmus? Yeah, I think over there the small pixel is Minmus. And we are getting closer to the sphere of influence change for Enfrod, that he's then leaving the sphere of influence of Kerbin. And yeah, let's cut here the time warp at first. How far are we out? 40 minutes. Okay, let me just do it very gently. 12 minutes. 9, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2... make it very gently, because, well, as I said, I do not want the fast forward to kill my trajectory. Okay, there we had our maneuver node and our change in the trajectory. In this case, yeah, let me zoom out a bit. And okay, where is Dres? Oh, this is looking strange. Okay, set Dres as our target. Then we have here in 7 hours, not in 7 hours, in 7 days, our maneuver node. In this case, let me now play a little bit around. Oh, yeah, this is getting quite useful, and let's turn it this way. And yeah, we do have our encounter with Dres. Well done. Okay, it seems to have worked well. In this case, let me just focus the view on Dres, because maybe I'm even able to already prepare our arrival. Can we do something like this? Do we need to be a little bit... Nope. Oh, crap. It was a little bit too fast. I think we need to... Okay. No, not cancel, not cancel, not cancel. We need to... Careful. Slowly, easy. Okay, this was too much. Okay, like here, and then maybe a little bit more downwards. We do have 7,000 kilometers. It's quite far. I like to... No, this is the wrong direction. 4,000... Okay, this was even a little bit too much, so we need to increase it just a bit. Okay, well, this is getting already quite close. We can adjust this later on when we are getting closer to Dres, but with this maneuver node we have already a great approach to Dres. This is pretty amazing. This is great. Okay, in this case, the next burn is coming up in 7 days and 4 hours for our Dres probe or Dres mission. In this case, wait, let me just rename vessel. You are no longer Militaire 3, you are the Dres Expedition. Okay, very good, very good. Enfrod is happy about this. I'm happy as well. And now I like to switch over to the Space Center and to go over to my mission control room. So let me do this. Okay, and mission control. Okay, here we are, very good. So, what is coming up next? Elu 1 is arriving in 47 days at Elu. This is amazing. Oh, wait, I remember one thing. Do we need to... I think we need to make sure that Elu 1 is really arriving at a good position. I completely forgot about this. We need to make sure that we are arriving in the vicinity of Elu and not too far away. I should check this. Then, what else do we have? We have the Dres research probe. Oh, will arrive or will have the correction burn in 113 days, so this is quite a while. Albatross in 21 days a correction burn. The Altair 3 in 6 days. Okay, this is a little bit earlier than our Dres expedition. 15 days for touchdown version 3. The other Altair in 28 days. Okay, and our Moho Expedition will have its correction burn on its way back home in 31 days. Okay, so a lot of things are coming up. Oh, we do have Aquarius. Aquarius are on a good trajectory to Eve. This is good. And the other one will have a maneuver node or a correction burn in 5 days. So you can see the next episode will be probably full of correction burns because so many things are going on. So often we have to do some mid-course changes. And now I wanted to check out Elu 1. Yes. Okay, here we are with Elu 1. And with Johnsky and Lembro, and look how small the sun is. This is really a huge contrast compared to the sun from Moho's orbit, because there the sun is huge, and now we have in the same episode one time the very huge sun and one time the very small sun, and this is just amazing. Okay, I wanted to test something, or I wanted to check something, because Elu, our periapsis is currently 4,000 kilometers, so this is a little bit too far away from Elu, and in this case I think I have to adjust a little bit this, but I think this is a good opportunity for our next episode, because now I have to set up the next maneuver node, and this will take a while, so I think we will do the burn in the next episode, and we will just now end this episode. Wait, can we turn the spacecraft around? Have an interior view. Yeah, we can have an interior view to the sun. This is great. Okay, in this case, I hope you like this. I hope you will be joining me in the next episode when we continue with our space program. Until then, my name is Abby. See you!